This is TWiT.
Google and Barnes & Noble have teamed up to offer same-day deliveries from local Barnes & Noble stores through Google Shopping Express, which is Google's online shopping and delivery service. The service is launching, at least initially, in Manhattan, New York, West Los Angeles, and the San Francisco Bay Area. Google Shopping started about a year ago and allows online shoppers to order products from stores like Costco and Walgreens and Staples and Target, and then have them delivered to customers' doors in a matter of hours. It could be an interesting new source of revenue for Barnes & Noble, which has closed 63 stores in the last 5 years and seen its Nook business fall 22% in the fourth quarter compared with the period a year earlier, according to its most recent earnings report. Google's model differs a bit from big retailers like Amazon by using a fleet of couriers who collect products from local stores rather than house products in their own warehouses. Delivery is free for subscribers to Google Shopping Express and costs $4.99 per delivery per store for others. Membership is free for the first 6 months. Speaking of Barnes & Noble and Samsung have announced an event on August 20th in New York to show off their first co-branded tablet, the Galaxy Tab for Nook. The event will be held at the Barnes & Noble in New York's Union Square. The invitation doesn't provide many details beyond saying, "Join us as the best of both worlds come together." Back to Google for a moment. At Google I/O back in June, the company announced Google Fit, which is an open platform for developers to build fitness apps, and its Preview SDK is now available to developers. Google Fit provides a single set of APIs, such as sensors and recording and history, for apps and device manufacturers to store and access activity data from fitness apps and sensors on Android and other devices. The company says developers will be able to launch apps later this year when Google launches the full Google Fit SDK as part of Google Play services for handsets, Android Wear, and the web. Microsoft has announced that starting January 12th, 2016, it will no longer support older versions of Internet Explorer. Internet Explorer 8 will be dropped completely, although currently it's a pretty popular browser on the desktop, so having an 18-month or so heads up probably helps ease the transition. Certain operating system and browser combinations, such as Windows Vista SP2 and Internet Explorer 9, and Windows 7 SP1 and Internet Explorer 11, will continue to be supported. USIS, a U.S. contractor that conducts background checks for the Department of Homeland Security, has discovered a computer breach that likely included theft of employees' personal information. USIS says in a statement released today that the intrusion, quote, has all the markings of a state-sponsored attack. The breach led the Department of Homeland Security to suspend all work with USIS, and the FBI has launched an investigation. It's unclear how many employees were affected, but officials say they believe the breach didn't affect employees outside the department. The Office of Personnel Management has suspended work with the company as well, though, out of an abundance of caution, a senior administration official tells the Washington Post. Yesterday, video game live stream service Twitch announced that it would start muting copyrighted music in on-demand videos, and the news was met with some angry content creators who claim game music directly from the capture of the game will be incorrectly flagged. Today in a Reddit Ask Me Anything, or AMA, Twitch CEO Emmett Shear says they could have handled it better and, quote, "We have absolutely no intention of flagging songs due to original in-game music. If that's happening, and it appears it is, it's a problem, and we will investigate and try to fix it. No matter how remote you might feel the issue is, we aren't willing to run the risk someone's life gets ruined over this." He also insisted that the live videos that Twitch emphasizes to the most regular visitors would not face audio takedowns. This one's cool. Intel has built a scalable computer chip inspired by the human brain, containing 1 million neurons, 256 million synapses, and 4,096 cores. With 5.4 billion transistors, it is the largest chip IBM has ever built. The architecture is based on the structure of brains, a simplified version anyway. Although this is the largest chip, it draws only a tiny amount of electricity, about 63 milliwatts, a fraction of the power that's being drawn by chips in current laptops. The new chip is also scalable, making it possible to put larger neural networks of several chips connected together. Work on the project began in 2008 in a collaboration between IBM and several universities over the years. The project has received $53 million in funding from the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, or DARPA. The first prototype chip was developed in 2011, and a programming language and development kit was released in 2013. In dueling home box office news, yesterday via his Facebook page, Netflix CEO Reed Hastings announced that last quarter, the company slightly beat HBO in subscriber revenue, $1.146 billion versus HBO's $1.141 billion. Hastings also says, quote, "They still kick our ass in profits and Emmys, but we are making progress. HBO rocks, and we're honored to be in the same league."